In today's most unsurprising news story, we discover that the Chinese Communist Party have once again lied to the World Health Organization, and no one's going to do anything about it. Seriously, at this point, what is the point of the World Health Organization? And what is the point of the United Nations? And what is the point of the mainstream media if they are not going to hold any of these idiots to account? We already knew about some of the weird links between the leadership of WHO, the World Health Organization, and China, especially people in Wuhan. We also knew about some of the dodgy links between some of the Western leaders and Wuhan labs. Now more lies are coming out of CCP. This time, even the World Health Organization have clearly given up. They're like, well, we're going to have to expose China, or it could be smokes and mirrors. Smokes and mirrors, as usual. So the CCP have claimed that only 22 people have lost their lives since December, despite all these ultra lockdowns and everything else in Shanghai, having drones following people, beating up people on the streets, taking them to camps. Apparently only 22 people in that huge country. And they also said fewer than 6,000 since the end of 2019, when the whole thing started. Only fewer than 6,000. If that were the case, then what was the point of your authoritarianism? We all know it's all part of the game anyway. And I'm just fascinated to see what Tedros is up to. The head of the World Health Organization, who's coming out to say, well, we're going to have to speak out against China now, finally. He says, we continue to ask China for more rapid, regular, reliable data on hospitalizations and deaths and everything, as well as more comprehensive, real-time viral sequencing with circulation in China so high and comprehensive data not forthcoming. It is understandable that some countries are taking steps that they believe that will protect their own citizens. So I think that last bit of that rant proved it. Why did the World Health Organization's leadership are coming out to criticize China? It's because the World Health Organization, while they were close with the CCP overall, especially those days, they remain an international body. And globalization is the main purpose, to keep all countries close, to keep everybody under their umbrella. So they know that they're going to have to every now and then criticize. It's the same thing with the United Nations. Every now and then they release a statement condemning the Iranian regime, but they still behind the scenes shake hands with them and negotiate deals, because they know that they're going to have to do it every now and then to keep a fake peace, to make sure that the French authorities or the Italian health authorities don't go too rogue. Because if people get too angry, by people I mean the political establishments, if, for example, the Canadians or the Italians or the Spanish look at the World Health Organization and say, you do not even criticize China, they might go rogue. They might even leave the organization, or something worse. They might withdraw their funding. And the World Health Organization don't want to lose that funding. So maybe this statement is because of that. But the Chinese Foreign Ministry has hit back. This is Mao Ning who's come out to say, the facts have proved that China has always, in accordance with the principles of legality, timelessness, openness and transparency, maintained close communication and shared relevant information and data with the World Health Organization in a timely manner. You know what this means? This is China literally laughing at us in our face. They know that's a lie. They know that we know that that's a lie. Imagine having, the cheeks on them. It makes no sense. The openness, transparency, reliability, legality. Oh yes, China really cares about legality. To be fair, this is also indirectly the Chinese leadership saying pot kettle. Because when they see Justin Trudeau's government, what they did to the truckers, when they see the Dutch government, what they did to the farmers, when they saw Jacinda Ardern's government, what they did to the media, well, it's a bit of a pot kettle situation. If the Westerners could be authoritarian, then China could say, well, we're going to stay authoritarian. We're not going to become democratic because even you guys are not democratic. So maybe they have a point, unfortunately. But it all goes back to the whole situation with the Wuhan Institute and the links there between the World Health Organization and many others. And we talked about it a couple of days ago. We did a reminder when it came to Michel Barnier, for example, when he was a minister in the French government in 2004. He was one of the first people to give the green light to establish and create the same Wuhan labs. They funded it. They send money. Fauci has links, direct links with those labs. It's not really a theory. They confirmed it themselves. And now we're wondering why we are in a bit of a mess. Because none of them wanted to actually end the cover-ups. Because if you end the cover-ups, other things will be exposed. Their association will be exposed. And they will be embarrassed. And they have to answer some really awkward questions. That's just, at best, the situation, obviously. Anyway, we're going to come back in half an hour, take a quick break. I'm Maya Tousi, and we are the media.